Something big is brewing in Cleveland. The Browns, a team haunted by inconsistency and heartbreak for years, might finally be on the verge of a dramatic rebirth. For with all eyes turning toward Week 10 and whispers of Shedeur Sanders possibly making his debut, fans can't help but ask the question, could this be the moment everything changes? As Kevin Stefanski gears up for the Browns' next matchup against the New York Jets, it looks manageable on paper, but if you followed Cleveland football for any length of time, you know that manageable doesn't mean easy. The Browns have a long history of turning routine games into nail-biters, and this time, the stakes are higher than ever. Heading into this week, Stefanski dropped a bombshell. Major changes are coming to the team. And not the kind of changes that just tweak the surface. These are deep structural shifts that could redefine how the Browns operate moving forward. One of the biggest moves Stefanski made is stepping away from calling offensive plays. Yes, after years of doing it himself, the head coach has officially handed the keys to offensive coordinator Tommy Rees. Stefanski joined the Browns back in 2020, and since then, he's been the main man pulling the offensive strings. Last season, he experimented briefly by handing over play-calling duties to Ken Dorsey, and now he's doing it again, this time with Rees. Why? Because Stefanski knows something's not working, and he's willing to do whatever it takes to shake things up. He said it himself. It's never about one person. Whether it's a player or a coach, it's always about the team. Tommy just needs to be himself. I'll be there to support him every step of the way. It's a bold statement, one that hints at a coach who's ready to let go of control in hopes of saving his team's season. And honestly, it's a move that could either save the Browns or sink them even deeper. The stats tell the real story. Cleveland's running game has been painfully weak. They're averaging only 263.5 yards per game, with just 2,108 total yards this season. Their passing game? Somehow, even worse. With only 1,393 passing yards, they sit near the bottom of the entire NFL. And when it comes to scoring, it's even more depressing. The Browns have put up just 126 points all year, making them the lowest scoring team in the league. It's hard to win games when you can't move the ball, and harder still when your offense looks completely lifeless. But here's where things get interesting. Sources close to the Browns say Stefanski is giving quarterback Dillon Gabriel 2 more games. 2 games to prove he can be the leader this team desperately needs. 2 games to show he can run this offense with confidence, consistency, and results. But if Gabriel doesn't deliver, and so far he hasn't, there's a young star waiting in the wings. That star is Shedeur Sanders. The same Shedeur who's been the talk of the college football world. The one scouts believe could change the future of any franchise that gives him a real shot. The buzz inside Cleveland's locker room is growing louder by the day. Players, coaches, and even fans are whispering, what if Shedeur gets his chance? What if this is the spark the Browns have been waiting for? For a team that's been lost in the dark for far too long, Shedeur Sanders represents more than just talent. He represents hope. Hope for an offense that can actually score. Hope for a locker room that can finally believe again. And hope for a city that has stood by its team through every heartbreak imaginable. So as the Browns prepare to face the Jets in Week 10, all eyes are on Kevin Stefanski's new plan. The fans are restless, the players are hungry, and the future might just hinge on what happens next. Because if Shedeur Sanders does step onto that field, even for a single drive, it won't just be another game. It'll be the start of a new chapter in Cleveland Browns history. Maybe this is their rebirth. Maybe it's another false dawn. But one thing's for sure, the winds of change are blowing hard in Cleveland, and everyone's watching to see what happens next.
The Cleveland Browns are standing on the edge of something huge. Will these changes finally turn the franchise around?
Will Shedeur Sanders become the hero this team has been waiting for? Let's hear your thoughts. Drop your predictions below. Do you believe the Browns are about to rise again, or is this just another chapter in their endless struggle? If you're ready for the storm that's coming in Cleveland, hit that like button, subscribe for more NFL stories, and stay tuned because this season, the Browns might just shock the world.